G'day guys, MFWest here, and today we are talking about the new Unholy rotation 47.2 with Black Claws. Now Black Claws has completely changed the rotation in terms of the opener and a few cooldowns as well, and talents that I've actually changed up. So what I'll be doing in this video is explaining the new rotation. I'll be showing you guys on a dummy, and then I'm going to use some actual live footage from Nighthold on some bosses so you guys can see it in action. And I've definitely seen improvements in my DPS, guys. A lot of people were saying that Black Claws is actually a really bad talent. I'm not going to pick it up. You should pick it up. I went up by about 20k DPS on my Sims, and I've seen it in Raid. It is a DPS increase. You just got to understand how to most efficiently use it. If you don't, you will actually fuck your DPS up, which is probably what a lot of people have been going through. So, Black Claws, to pick it up, you have to go around the new talents and pick up, I think you can get around 45 if you actually, before I picked up Black Claws, I went and got Darkest Crusade rank 4, Plague Bearer rank 4, and Death Coil rank 4. If you want to actually understand why I did that, I actually have a video on it, I'll put it in the description. So, Black Claws. While under the effect of Dark Transformation, your Abomination's Cleaver has a 50% chance to burst a Festering Wound. Right, now, the rotation has changed in that we no longer pop Dark Transformation on around 1 or 2 seconds of the pool. You actually want to save your Dark Transformation cooldown until after Apocalypse has been popped. Now, why do you want to do that? Scenario, okay? You've just popped Army of the Dead 7 seconds, you're running into the boss, Gargoyle pre-pot at 1 second, Festering Fight, Virulent Plague, Festering Strike, your target's on 6 wounds. You go for the Soul Reaper, and you're just about to click the Apocalypse. Sorry, this is if you popped Dark Transformation at 2 seconds, okay? So Festering Fight, Festering Strike, Soul Reaper is on 6 stacks. You go to Apocalypse, and your ghoul starts using Black Claws when he's empowered, and he knocks down the wounds to 4, and then you Apocalypse because you don't have enough time to see it, and then you've just fucked up your Apocalypse, which is massive. Like, you don't, 2 ghouls won't spawn. That's 2 debuffs that you might not be able to get on the target. It's a massive, kind of like nerf to our opener. Now, better scenario, okay? Army dead 7 seconds, 1 second pre-pot Gargoyle, run to the boss, Virulent Plague, Festering Strike, you're on 6, it's a perfect opener. And then you're going to Soul Reaper, Apocalypse, 6 stacks. As soon as that's down, the new talents that we have called Death's Harbinger, Apocalypse grants 3 runes upon use. So you're on either 0, 1, or 2 runes now after you've Apocalypsed. While you Apocalypse, you're going to press Blighted Rune Weapon, which is off the GCD, guys. And you're going to transform your ghoul as soon as that GCD is finished on your Apocalypse. So you're going to begin auto-attacking the boss. The stacks of the wounds on the boss are going to go up to like 4, 5, 6. And then you're just going to spam Clawing Shadows. And your your Abomination is going to help you pop those wounds. So it sounds a little bit complicated, guys, but I'm going to show you on a dummy and in a boss environment that it really is quite simple. So the idea is you don't pop Dark Transformation until Apocalypse has been cast, so you make sure your Apocalypse 6 stacks goes off. By popping Dark Transformation before your Apocalypse has gone off, there's a high chance that your pet's going to, there's a 50% chance that your pet's going to take off the wounds on the target. And I've seen him take off 3 wounds in 4 seconds before because of haste, bloodlust, Soul Reaper buff. It's crazy. So you have to be careful, guys. And in terms of what my burst has been, I'm 907 item level. I bursted up to around 1.6 million DPS with this new rotation. So we no longer have that massive burst at the start. It's gonna like elongate. So we have like a long build up, like over 30 seconds. At around 1 minute, I found myself still over like 1.2 million DPS because of how consistent the rotation is. And for most single target bosses, guys, I'm sticking with Necrosis until Tomb of Sargeras. Necrosis will still be better than Infected Claws. I'm going to go over the new changes to Death Coil in another video, but Necrosis is still strong. I'm hitting like serious numbers with Necrosis as well, and Death's Harbinger really complements Necrosis so well, makes the rotation a lot smoother, guys. But yep, I'm going to show you guys a sim. This is what I'm simming at now, 728k. These are my stat weights. Don't take them and use them for yourself, but Yep. Before I took Black Claws, guys, I was around 701k. So it's like a 27k buff, and it does pop a lot of wounds. There's a 50% chance. So it's like our 4-set with Death Coil. Okay? So let's go to a dummy and show you guys the rotation. Rightio guys, and here is the rotation on a dummy. 7 seconds you're going to army the dead. When it gets down to 1 second, you're going to pretty much gargoyle the boss on the pool. Then you're going to virulent plague, you're going to run up to him. I'm going to festering strike. Festering strike, I get pretty lucky, I get 6 stacks. And I'm on a Sorroper Apocalypse. And as the Apocalypse the GCD is finishing, Blighted Rim Weapon, Dark Transformation, and then get into the Necrosis rotation, guys. I like using my Death Coil Sudden Doom procs as soon as possible. So Death Coil, Clawing Shadows, Death Coil, Clawing Shadows, and the Necrosis rotation will make sure that your energy won't get capped and you won't be wasting anything. So it's pretty clean. And the good thing about this, guys, is I can't tell if my pet actually is popping a lot of wounds. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like his RNG is pretty bad. Okay, there you pop one. But yeah, sometimes I've been on 5 and then all of a sudden it's down to 1 or 0. Like all the wounds are gone. And the good thing about Blighted Rune Weapon now is it helps you build those runes up really fast. You don't have to Festering Strike much. Festering Strike is pretty much a DPS loss for you. You want to make use of your Death Coils, giving you a 50% chance to apply the wound, guys. So the good thing is Dark Transformation and Blighted Rune Weapon both share the same number of cooldown, which is 1 minute. So they're going to come off cooldown here in 28 seconds, and you basically want to pop them harmoniously all the time. You want to pop them at the same time, guys. Because they complement each other. You're going to have a surplus of wounds, and your Dark Transformation can go ham and pop as many of those as he wants, and you'll never reach 0. So that's pretty much the rotation, guys. Top left if you want to look at the abilities I'm using. And yeah, dummies aren't always the best way to gauge the rotation, guys, so I will definitely show on a boss. So there you go, I popped Dark Vlad Room Weapon and Dark Transformation, and the wounds are going up and up and up. I can't actually get them all down, so yeah, this wasn't a pre-pod or anything, but I'm going to show you guys some bosses now. Right guys, just before we get into the boss, it's going to be Croesus on Heroic. These are the talents that I'm using for the boss. I pretty much use Necrosis for everything except, I guess, Scorpion, Spellblade, and Botanist. I use Effective Claws for those bosses. Otherwise, everything else I pretty much use Necrosis. And I'm actually going to show you the log for the fight as well. I managed to get a 96% overall and 95% for my item level. And for this clear, most of the bosses I was getting legendary or really high-end 80% percentile. So the build works. It's not that crazy for talent, guys, compared to what other people got, but it is DPS boost, so we'll take it. And hopefully this is the best way to actually use it. And if anything changes, I will let you guys know. So let's get into the boss fight, guys. Rightio guys, here we are on Croesus, right in the pool, running out the boss. I'm going to Virulent Plague, Festering Strike, and then Festering Strike, I get to 8 wounds, that's fine. Soul Reaper and Apocalypse, and it's down to 2, and then I use my Blighted Room Weapon and Dark Transformation, as I said, and then I get into the rotation of Necrosis. Death Call, Clawing Shadows. Now let's watch the wounds. It's kind of going up and down. It actually used Black Claws. It's used about Black Claws like 3 times now, so it's pretty consistent. My DPS I'm at 1.3 million, and I'm gonna stay at like above 1 million for a good minute of the fight. And obviously end up doing 800k overall. But yeah, the Necrosis rotation is pretty smooth, especially with that Death's Harboring talent like I mentioned before. After using Apocalypse, you get 3 runes back. I love it. It makes the Necrosis rotation extremely smooth because you have Festering Strikes, you have runes available to use more Clawing Shadows. It kind of makes everything nice. So yeah, guys, and in 30 seconds, my Blighted Room Weapon and Dark Transformation will be up. Back to normal time speed here, guys, and yeah, I'm still at 1.4 million, and Bloodlust has fallen off. So as you can see, it's very consistent. Unholy right now, but we're kind of at the bottom of the DPS charts, but we'll see. Sorry, comes off cooldown, and I burst that with Clawing Shadows. And please tell me, guys, if you want to actually see the rest of this video or there's any heroic kills. Let me know in the comments down below. So here comes Blighted Room Weapon and Dark Transformation off cooldown. Boom, I use them there. Virulent Plague is reapplied, so I can focus on bursting these wounds with my Necrosis rotation. And that is pretty much it, guys. If anything changes, I will let you guys know, but for now, the time being, the Black Claws rotation is a little bit different, as you guys can see, but the main core, the Necrosis rotation, is still the same. But as I'm going to actually address this in another video, when when the 7.25 comes out and Tomb of Sargeras comes out with the new set bonuses, things are going to change. Necrosis at this stage will not be our go-to talent for single target. It's going to be very weird with the Deathcaller changes, but yep. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about the rotation, please let me know down below in the comments. If you have any recommendations to make the rotation that you guys found that actually boosted your DPS that I missed out, please let me know. And have an awesome day, guys. Unholy for the win. Peace.